Hi everyone. Right now I'm going to walk you through how to record your screen on a Windows PC. So the idea today is that we are going to take a video of what is on our screen and then upload that video to YouTube where we can share it out to patrons and staff to show them how to do something on the computer. So since I don't know what version of Windows you might be running, we are going to use a Chrome web extension called Screen Recorder. So this one's very easy to use. There should be a link on the EPPL staff site in this guide to show you how to get to this page on the Chrome Web Store. Once you're here, I want you to click on Add to Chrome. We're going to add this extension to our Google Chrome installation. You should see a new icon pop up that looks like a computer monitor with a little circle on it. So once you have the extension added, go ahead and click on the new icon and you should see this window pop up. So the first thing it's asking you is, what would you like to capture? So right off the bat, we could capture from our camera and shoot a video of ourselves, or in this case, we're going to capture the screen. So we're going to click on screen and then we get a new question. Which audio would you like? So you can choose to have no audio. You can choose system audio, which is audio that's coming out of your computer. Or in this case, we're going to choose to record the microphone so that we can hear our beautiful voices. Then we're going to click Start Recording, which is a little bit misleading because it doesn't actually start the recording. You get one final choice of what you would like to share with your audience. Would you like to show them your entire desktop, which would include all of your desktop icons, your background, and your taskbar and start menu? Would you like to choose just a specific application? So if you're only working out of Chrome, or you're only working out of Photoshop, or you're only working out of Outlook, you just want to share that window. Or lastly, you can choose a specific Chrome tab. So if you just want to show off the Elmwood Park website or Evansed or something like that, you could choose just one specific tab to share. Typically, when I'm setting up these screen recordings, I like to share as little as I can get away with. So sometimes you have to share a lot to give people the full picture, but I like to, if I can get away with just sharing a tab or just sharing one application, I prefer to do that. I like to hide my bookmarks, I like to hide my desktop icons and all that kind of stuff, that kind of clutter can be distracting, and also, you want to make sure that you're not putting anything that might be private out there into the world. So you'll notice that this share button, which is what we need to click next, is grayed out until we actually choose something. So in this case, for today's demonstration, I'm going to choose to share my entire screen, and I need to click on it then. You'll see it's outlined in a blue outline, and then this share button is now blue, so I can click on it. When I click this share button, I am now recording the screen. So you've got a big flashing red button to indicate like, hey, you are recording. Click here to stop. And the one thing you want to make sure not to do is do not close this window. If you close this window, then your screen recording will stop and you won't be given an opportunity to save your work. So everything that you've recorded will be lost. So typically what you want to do is just minimize this window to get it out of your way. And this notification down here is just for you as a user to let you know that your screen is being shared with the Screen Recorder web extension. This does not show up in your recording, but it can be distracted, so you can hide it by clicking right there. From here, you are sharing your screen, so you are recording your screen. So this is where you would want to start talking and guiding your audience through whatever it is that you're trying to do. So if you're navigating the website as you're talking and just clicking on things or whatever it is that you're doing. When you're all finished, then we'll go down here to the screen recorder window that we left open, and you can either pause the recording or you can stop the recording. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and stop it, and from here, now I'm given the opportunity to save. When you click save, it's actually just a download. So it downloads what you just did to your downloads folder. And you'll notice that the file type is a .webm, which is a very seldom used video file format. But so I currently don't have anything on my computer that will open it. Not 100% sure if Chrome will open it. Let's try it. Okay, so I can
open. Now recording the screen.
Hello. So you can open it in Chrome. I unfortunately have it associated with Internet Explorer because Internet Explorer is great. So let me just go in here and change this real quick. You shouldn't have to do this part. Hello, Chrome. Okay. I'm not going to bother with this part. In fact, I am just going to close out of this. But the way I did that was I just dragged, if that's a word, this WebM file onto Chrome.
I am now recording.
And it started. So you can use that to just preview, make sure your audio levels are good, make sure, you know, whatever you might want to check. You can just play it back in Chrome, check out your file. If you have the video player VLC installed, VLC will open it as well. So let's move on to the next step. And the next step is we're going to go to YouTube. So we're going to type in, not that, we're going to type in youtube.com. And we're going to sign in with our Elmwood Park Public Library account. And you'll see this icon right here that looks like a camera icon with a plus. It says create a video, but don't be fooled. Go ahead and click it, and we're going to upload. So click on upload video. And then you'll get a screen like this, and it will ask you to select a file. And we are going to navigate to our downloads folder because that's where our screen capture file went. Click open. And at this point, we need to give a title. So I'll just say in my specific thing. And you'll also notice that while I'm doing this, you've got your file is being uploaded and processed down here. It's already working on it as you are filling in the information. So I'm going to call this screen capture test. We'll call it screen record test. And if you want to add a little video description, you can do that. So this is a after it is finished uploading, you'll be able to change some of these other things like uploading you'll get some auto-generated thumbnails that you can choose from. And what's cool is if you're in a rush, it'll already give you the link. If you were to click on the link, you would get this processing video thing if you were to click on it before it's finished. But, well, hey, our video's finished. That's cool. The longer the video, the longer amount of time that's going to take, but it's usually pretty quick. And if I wanted to add it to a playlist, I could do that. I already have a couple playlists. And then, yeah, I can choose a cool thumbnail to give it. I will choose this one. And then I'm going to click, let me scroll down a little bit more. There is a little bit more. So if it's for kids, the reason for this question is they recently changed some of the ways that kids' videos are monetized. So that's what that has to do with. And you can go in here to more options and do tags and all that kind of stuff. I usually don't bother with any of this kind of stuff. Just click next. At this point, if you're really advanced, you can add cards and that kind of stuff, but I usually don't mess with any of this. Just click next, and here we go. We want to set this as a public video. You can set it as unlisted, and you can make changes to any of this after the fact. So if you're not sure, you want to set it to private, you want to set it as unlisted, you can totally do that. And when you're ready, you can go back in and make it public. So don't feel obligated to make a definitive decision right now. Go ahead and click publish when you're ready. So once you've clicked publish, your video is live. So if I actually just click on this link right here, it'll take me to the video. It'll start playing.
I am now recording the screen. So you've got a
See?
big flashing
cool.
red button.
Okay. Now there's one last little detail. What I usually like to do when I am making screen recording videos is I like to trim off the beginning to make it look a little bit more professional. If we had more time and more resources, usually I like to edit in like a little intro. You can see like my video up here that I did for the phones. I actually had the library logo and like some proper titles, but if you don't have access to video editing software, then this is just fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click Edit Video. And this is going to take us into kind of a behind the scenes, they call it YouTube Studio. And from here, I want to actually open my video in an editor. And this editor is like straight up like an online video editor. And right here we have a trim feature. So let's see. Let's go ahead and play the video until we get.
I am now recording the screen.
I'm going to.
You've got a big flashing.
Hold on. I'm going to mute the video so you can hear me and not me. I would like to trim this video so that when it starts, this screen recorder window is not on the screen, and this and we're on like let's say the first page of the website, which is kind of when we said our video is going to start. So I could fast forward a little bit, or I think I'll just wait because we're almost there. We're going to hide. Next thing I did was I hid the screen recorder notification.
You're recording, but it can be distracted, so you can hide it by clicking right there.
Okay, so at this point, I'm about to, okay, so I'd like to start the video when I got to this page right here. And so now that I've found that spot at around like the 47-second mark, I'm just gonna hit this, 48 seconds and 7 milliseconds. I'm gonna hit this trim button. And you'll notice that when I did that, this blue box kind of highlighted everything, and all I have to do is just drag the edges, and we'll just drag that right to the what's called the playhead, which is where I paused it, let go, give it another, my mouse is a little, there we go, and then I'm gonna hit split, no, I don't need to do that. That should be all there is to it. I'm going to hit preview. And that is
where you would want to start talking and guiding your audience through whatever it is that you're.
So now I have trimmed it, and theoretically, if I hit save, it should. Everything that's kind of grayed out right there, it's going to take a second to process, but everything that was grayed out that I kind of bypassed when I trimmed it should just go to the wayside. Truth time, I've never done this before, so I hope that's how it works. So it's saying that my video is being processed and I should check back later. So, okay, so it is still processing this video. So we didn't do anything wrong. It's just taking a little bit of time. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the screen recording here, and maybe we can join back up once it has finished. It did take a few minutes to process the changes that we made, but in the end, it looks like the changes are live. So now when I press play on the video, it starts at the spot where I trimmed it, and I could do the exact same thing for the ending as well. If we had like a little bit of extra footage at the end, I could adjust this here and trim it back and forth. This is actually a pretty powerful editor that allows you to even split clips. So if you wanted to make a proper edit, you could go in and split the clip here and do all kinds of actually pretty fancy stuff. So, but for the purposes of just like cutting off the beginning and maybe cutting off the end of the video, that's all pretty much covered here. So that's cool. You could also get into transitions if you wanted to fade to black, or I'm not sure exactly what all else you can do here, but it's better than nothing, that's for sure. And if you'll remember, I clicked save when I was finished, but you can also click the 3 dots here, and you could do save as new. So if you wanted to keep your original video and save your edited version as a new copy, and then have both, there's a way to do that as well. Okay, so now that I've got my video edited and the way that I like it, I can go back to my studio page, and here's my video, and I can just let's see, if I just want to go watch it on YouTube, I can click on that button that says view on YouTube. And so from here, this is where I usually go to share out. If you just need the link, easy enough. Just like sharing normally, you would just copy that link and post it somewhere. If you wanted to embed, this video somewhere, you'd click on this embed feature here, and you want to copy and paste. Oh, I guess it does it automatically, which is a little confusing sometimes, but you want to highlight all of this HTML and copy it. And then you're going to paste that into the web editor, or into the web page of your choice. You can also start at a specific time, and if you were to do that, it will add that information to your HTML. You can also change this is actually something that you can change the height and width, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother time. Basically, if you want to embed your video, you just want to copy that HTML, take it someplace, and paste it. And that's pretty much it. At this point, you can share your video out. It's edited, and it's ready to go. All right, so thanks very much, and we'll get back next time with another guide on, I think we'll do the Mac next. All right, thanks for watching.